Hello, online crew. How are you today? So what we're going to talk about today is how can you attract more leads organically on social media. So not necessarily through paid advertising, not that there's anything wrong with that, but most people don't have the budget for, Facebook advertising. So even if you are doing Facebook advertising, you do want to grow, and have strategies to pick up people organically anyway. So it fits. Anywhere in the equation when you're building a business online is to want to attract people to you organically. So how do we do that? So that's what I want to explore a little bit with you today, because there's too many people in this industry that are sitting back on social media and they put some posts out, may even do some live video, and they sit there and say, I'm hearing crickets, like nothing's happening. And there could be good reason for that. So how do we up your game? How do we be more specific in what you're saying and what you're doing to help you attract more leads organically? So stay tuned. If we have not met before, my name is Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain. I'm at service to our amazing online crew here, which can be anybody that's an entrepreneur, home-based business owner, direct seller, those in network marketing, MLM, and you would like to learn to leverage this weird, wonderful world of the internet and build your business online by attracting people to you. So that is a far more, since I've been doing it, went online and now build online pretty much 100%. I just enjoy building my business again. Let's just put it that way. It's as simple as that, rather than the old school sort of strategies, the way that we were taught originally in this industry. It's just not as much fun as building the attraction marketing way online. So that's what we do here if we've not met before. If anyone is new to the community, make sure you let us know in the comments section and where you're tuning in from so we can welcome you into our online crew here. Oh, just a reminder, online crew coaching community members, make sure you watch the replay of the training that I did for you guys yesterday in the 4 biggest objections as the 4 biggest barriers is the people that don't join, as in this industry, and how you overcome them. So really specific training there in words, language, strategies, really effective training. So make sure you catch that. Okay, those of you in the video challenge, if you are eligible for one of the bonuses, they're about to cut off in the next half hour or so. So if you want to take advantage of one of those bonuses, if your name was on the list for completing the video challenge, you need to act on that now. Okay, because they're on a timer, so those offers are going to sort of cut out. So you have the opportunity to get access to some amazing practical training from me through those bonuses. So don't miss out on that opportunity. Okay, so who's here with me today? I will mention I'm not going live tomorrow, guys, this week because it's my son's birthday, and we're going to football. So he's playing football. And so we've got to get up early, travel to get to football, and then we're bringing, we've got a car full, I'm going to have to put all the spare seats in the car up. We've got a car full of boys coming back. So we're going to have, how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boys staying the night here. It's going to be fun. But yeah, it's my youngest son's birthday tomorrow. So we're going to football and spending the day together there. So I'm not coming live tomorrow, just as a reminder. Okay. But do not forget, on Monday, the 22nd or 3rd round, I can't remember, of my branding course starts. So if you have not sorted out your branding message, if you're all over the place online, just invest a little bit towards getting that sorted out. So then once you know what your brand is, everything from there, you know what you're talking about, you know what to do live videos on, all that kind of stuff just all falls into place. So the details are above if you want to learn a little bit more about that. But coaching community members, you get an extra bonus discount to that if you want to join. Okay. Rashida, I got it right. How are you, girl? Good to see you on. We've got Cherie on. I'm hoping I've just had hey Heather, I've just had a Zoom with my network marketing team, and my internet was absolutely shocking. All their faces were frozen, and I'm hoping I can get through this live video and that you can see me and hear me okay. I guess I should ask that, guys. Can you see me and hear me clearly? If you can put that in the comment section, that would be helpful to know. So I'm not talking to myself. Hello, Yvette. How are you? We've got Michael in the house. We've got Crystal here today. How are you? We've got Beth, Veronica. Happy birthday to him. Thanks. That's Ollie, actually. I don't think I said my youngest son, Ollie. He's actually, hey, Sheila, good to see you on. His real name is Oliver, but it's one of those things that you only ever say Oliver. Well, actually, even when he's in trouble, I don't call him Oliver. I don't think I ever call him Oliver. It's just always Ollie. And I've got the other one sick home with me today. All their classes got sick, and yeah, it's all happening. And I was up at 2 o'clock this morning doing a training. It's all go. It's all go. Oh, freezing sometimes. It's glitchy, but we can hear you. Okay, we'll get into the content. Wow, that's great. Have fun with your son enjoying your birthday. Thank you, Veronica. By the way, Helen Martin, I'm doing much better regarding what you and I talked about the other day. Thank you for your support. No worries. I'm glad you're doing better on that issue. It's your picture that's glitchy. As long as you can hear me, guys, that's the most important thing. So let's get into it. So I want to ask you a few questions, okay? Think about this for yourself in relation to how do you attract more people to you? How do you attract more leads regarding social media? So you can think about this depending on where you're showing up on social media. So some of you might be building organically on your personal profile. Some of you may be, and you have to do that with curiosity, guys. You are not allowed to push your business on a personal profile. It's offensive against Facebook, but it doesn't mean you can't say things about your business. You just don't mention the company name, or you don't put posts out there like, I'm looking for 5 people to join my team in the next week. Send me a message. Spammy. Don't send messages in Messenger going, hey, girl, you'd be great on my team. Here's a link. Just don't do that spammy stuff. But you can absolutely share your passions about your business and what you're doing and what you're up to and the growth of your company and people winning and succeeding and stuff like that. Okay, so you can absolutely share stuff on your personal profile. Okay, now some of you might also be building a business page. So depending where you're building, some of you may even have a group. So depending where you're building, you need to sort of think of these questions a little bit differently, okay? But first question is, can people easily tell what you do? So let's think of that on a personal profile. What are you sharing? If somebody scrolls, if I go to your personal profile right now and have a look at what you've posted lately, would I be able to tell that you're in the company that you're in, or you've got an interest in a particular, like what products are behind your business or service? What is it that you've aligned yourself with, that you're passionate about, that you're growing? If it's product based, it might be like health and wellness or skincare or weight loss or jewelry or travel or insurance, finance, crypto. Like, what's your thing? If I scrolled through your personal profile, would I be able to tell? So that's one trigger. If you want more people to reach out to you about what it is that you do, are you even telling people what it is that you do? Do you have any gratitude posts, curiosity-based posts on your personal profile, sharing with people what your interests are, tips, strategies? Maybe you're just leading with value and you're just sharing cool stuff about that particular topic. Like, could I tell from scrolling through your personal profile just for, a few posts that you have an interest in XYZ? Okay. Maybe you lead with the business. Like I lead with the business. I don't lead with our products specifically, but if you scroll through my personal profile, you will find various posts that talk about business from home, build online, teaching people, building a business online, social media stuff. You would be able to tell that about me from scrolling on my personal profile. So if you want more people to reach out to you about what it is that you do, are you even letting people know what it is that you do? Are you even talking about it? So some of you might be really good at that, but some of you are not. You are hiding behind social media. The other big one is, do I know what problems you solve? Now, if you've got a business page, hopefully you've got a really strong branding message that does exactly that. It tells me who you are, who you help, and what it is that you do. If you don't have that on a business page or a group, or you want to start a business page, please join me next Monday for the branding course, but invest a little bit in getting this sorted out, personal profile or business page. Of course, there's sort of targeted business pages, but we can absolutely build a brand on a personal profile as well. So on a business page, is that really targeted? Do you need to rebrand? Have you had the same branding message for, a number of months now? And it's like, I think I need to change. I think I need to, update myself. I think I need new wording. I'm not really standing out from the crowd. Maybe I need to go a little bit deeper, but you just don't know how. If you don't let people know what it is that you do, what your passions are, you cannot expect people to reach out to you organically. Because my guess is that you're hiding behind social media rather than using social media as an opportunity to share valuable information to get them intrigued, interested, curious about what it is that you do, that they would even reach out to you in the first place. Do you put any calls to action on any of your posts? Or are you, the catch to this is value. You're giving great value on lots of things, but you've never got any calls to action for people to actually become a lead, to reach out to you, to message you. Can you create a lead magnet? Do you know what that means? It means a little resource. Go to Canva, create a PDF that's got some awesome information in it. And even if you're not doing email marketing, put it out there and ask people to message you, get them in your messenger, start a conversation. There are so many things that you can do to grow organically, but you've got to have some strategic things in mind. And first and foremost, you need to let people know what it is that you do, what your passions are, give out heaps of valuable information regarding that, but also have great calls to actions. And if you can create freebies and things like that, even if it's not through email marketing, if you can take it a step further and learn how to collect an email address, even better. Because you know what? You don't own any of your social media. How many followers you got, guys? On a personal profile, you can have followers. On a business page, you have followers. Likes are going to disappear very soon. So the only thing you'll have is followers. If you got shut down, if everything got shut down, what happens to all those people? You don't own Facebook. You don't own Instagram. You don't own TikTok. You don't own Snapchat. All that can be stripped away from you, but an email address can't. So things to think about as you get more serious about your journey, in the online world, okay? But let me ask you another question. What do people know about you now? Like if I was asked that to you, like what do people know you for right now? Okay, so think about that. What do people know about you right now? What have you shared on social media? What have you been sharing on social media for somebody to say, oh yeah, this person does a bit of this or shares information about that? Like what can somebody say about you? What does somebody know about you right now? And if there's nothing on your social media anywhere, personal profile, business page or a group about your business, your company, your product range, not specifically, we're not talking about the name of the company or the names of the products. Guys, that's what makes you stand out from the crowd, is when you brand yourself. The products are all the same. The company name is all the same. It's not about that. It's about you. You're the point of difference. You want to get more leads. You want to attract more people to you. Then you've got to up your game with what you bring to the table, the value that you bring to the table, the messages that you bring to the table. And so think about that. What do people know about you now? And what do you want people to know about? What would you prefer to people to get to know you for? How do we bridge that gap? So there's things right now that people might know about you, but maybe. So you've got a vision. I want to sell more of my products. I want to attract more people to me online. I would love to have people reaching out to me instead of me sending messages. How do you achieve that? How do you bridge that gap between what you're known for now and what you really want to get known for, and building up an influence in a particular topic and an area? How do you do that? Any clues from any of you listening? How do we bridge that gap in what you're known for now and what you want to be known for? I'll just check in with a few comments and see what you guys come up with. Okay, Crystal. I believe you could tell I'm passionate about gut health, mental health, and I'm always grateful. And I also love wolves, animals. You wouldn't know what company. That's okay. We're not interested in the company, because a company is just a thing. Your products are just things. You could be with a totally different company and somebody might still join you. It's because you're you. You know, that's not directed specifically at you, Crystal. That's just a general conversation. That the name of the company is not important. It's the problems that you solve for people that is important. It's you know, how you can help people that is important. If you make everything you do about your company, and then you leave the company and you join another company, and it's like, oh, what are they doing now? Weren't they promoting that stuff before, and now they're promoting all this stuff? And I know a lot of you would say, I would never leave my company. Yeah, I said the same thing too. So just food for thought, okay? Crystal, I'm rebranding for sure. I'm doing a likes campaign this time in your branding course. Okay, cool. Well done. Once you get into, I'll come back to that. Once you get into the branding course, you actually get lifetime access to it, and you can keep coming back to it when I do another round. So that's a huge bonus for people that want to rebrand. So sharing your journey. So yeah, that's really important along the way, just to share your journey. So you're starting somewhere, and you want to build up influence. So along the way, we want to share the journey. So that is one thing. This is another thing. Do live video. So these are all good things. Take people on a journey with you. Pictures of you doing things, absolutely. But what I'm really trying to get at, guys, is branding. That's how you bridge the gap between what people know about you now and building up influence, and you know, letting people know what it is, you know, who you're serving and what problems you're solving, is the branding message that you put out there. Now, that's different on a personal profile than it is to a business page in a group. But, you know, if you haven't sorted that out yet, or you need to resort that out, you know, feel free to look at the details above for the branding course next week, because I'm really passionate about this. Because here's why. I see too many people wasting too much time and money on social media, and they get nowhere. And you're 6 months, 12 months down the track, and you think this doesn't work. And it's not that it doesn't work. It's just you haven't put focus into the right areas. You haven't been strategic enough or focused enough to really dial in, who am I helping? If your branding message is build business of your dreams, good luck with that. Yeah, you might be trying to share a vision, but no one really knows what you do with a branding message like that. You know, and I go into deep in this in the branding course. If your branding message is I help people, or I can help you, people and you is not a target market. That's just throwing mud up against a wall and hoping it sticks with somebody. And if you're in a company where you think that everybody could benefit from my stuff, maybe they will or could. But that's not who you want to promote to. It's not the kind of content that you want to put out there. It's not the live video content that you want to put out there. You need to be really dialed in. What do you do? Who do you help? What problems do you solve? And bring in elements of that to a personal profile, as well as animals and interests and knitting, sewing, cooking, you know, who you are as a person, because you've got to be relatable as a human being before you're a marketer. Even on a business page, you've got to be relatable as a human being before you're a marketer. So there are strategies and tips around this. And if you haven't got this sorted out for yourself, you really need to, because social media is getting too busy, guys. There are so many network marketers that still wouldn't be online if it wasn't for COVID, but now they are. There would still be people doing all their home parties and everything they used to do and still be oblivious to the online world. But now they're online because they've all been. People are spoilt for choice. And if you're not direct, there are millions of people out there that need what you have. They will end up joining someone else if you are not specific and targeted about what you do and what problems you solve for people. There is never a worse feeling than knowing somebody and then seeing them being all excited about joining somebody else in either the same company, which really hurts, or a different company. And it's like, oh, I knew I should have approached them. There are people all around you waiting for your opportunity. But unless you brand yourself in a particular way and you're really specific about the content that you put out there and the live videos, you know, the content that you talk about, you are going to miss opportunities, and you're going to be one of those people that 6 months, 12 months, 18 months down the track going, I've tried this social media thing and I'm not getting anywhere. It's because you're a bit here, there, and everywhere. Okay, maybe you're just not letting the walls down and letting people in. Maybe you got huge barriers up on your personal profile and you don't want to talk about anything to do with building an online business on your personal profile. Get over it. I've had to learn that. Coming from corporate, I've shared this with you guys before. Everything was business and personal was personal, business was business. Everything's happening on my business page. I didn't even want to put pictures of my kids on my business page. That was for my personal profile. Certainly didn't want to talk about anything to do with my business on my personal profile. So I've had to learn to blend, because you're not two different people, guys. Don't you ever be embarrassed about this industry. It is the most amazing business to be in with residual income. If you want to go and trade time for money for the rest of your life, go for it. Never bag traditional employment, though, because it has its place in everyone's life. I am so incredibly grateful for having every job that I've ever had, for the people that have mentored me in the corporate world, for the relationships that I've got that I still have today from people that I used to work with, my old work colleagues. Very, very grateful for traditional employment. So you never want to bag traditional employment ever. It's a bad look. So appreciate that, but also appreciate, the life that I have now. I'm at home. Zach's sick today. Doesn't matter. I'm home. He can stay home with me. I pick them up from school, drop them off, go to whatever. Just life is incredibly free. Do I work incredibly hard? Of course I do. You guys that know me well know that about me, but I love what I do. Okay, if you're not passionate about what you do, if you're not passionate about the company that you're in, look around and find something that you are passionate about, because you don't want to be stuck in something that you're not enjoying. And maybe you just haven't learned the right strategies yet. Maybe you're just slogging it out because you haven't got your branding message on your personal profile or your business pages. The more focused you are, the more intentional you are about who you're serving, what problems you're solving for them, and you're really passionate and excited about that, the more people that you will attract your tribe to you organically. Okay. Last thing I'll say to you guys is take really good notice of what attracts you and what are the reasons for that. Who's attracting your attention on social media? What are they doing? What platforms are they on? What content are they sharing? Why do you follow them? What are they doing? You don't want to copy somebody else, because then you've lost your uniqueness. You want to be you. Just do you. But do you can use other people as inspiration, and you can model what you do on what somebody else does, but make sure you do it in your own way, your own brand, your own little flair, your own little tagline. I'm going to pick on Laurie. I'm not sure if she's on, but Laurie openly calls herself as, Hot Mess Express. But that's kind of what we've sort of got to know about. She's openly, saying it's kind of part of her brand. I'm not saying you need all this kind of stuff, but this is all part of my brand. Our community here, online crew community, my online crew coaching community, it's all part of a brand. So those of you that are new, you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff, but you want to start really thinking about what is it that you can create for you to make you stand out from the crowd. And branding is where it's at. It's the foundation of it. So again, if you need help in that area, click the link above and join us in the branding course next week. Okay. Any other comments on that? Just, some feedback, guys. Do you think you've got this nailed down? Do you think you can do a better job? Do you think you're a work in progress? Are there areas that you yourself back? Do you know you hold yourself back? See, it's scary for some people to really let the walls down and be really genuinely, authentically you. But if you want to build your business faster, human connection is where it's at, guys. Human connection is where it's at, where you can let down the walls and let people know you truly care and that you can help people with X, Y, Z, and you share that genuinely and authentically, and you over-deliver in the beginning. You don't always have to over-deliver, guys. But in the beginning, you might. So, outplay everyone else. It's worth it. residual income, this industry, you work really hard for a few years at this to have a guaranteed 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 in the bank every single month. Isn't that worth it? If you knew now, right now, that if you worked hard right now, you were guaranteed 20, 30, 40, 50 grand a month in just 4 years' time, would you not work your tail off right now if you knew that was guaranteed? I bet you would. Because looking into the future, do you want to work, slave to somebody else for the rest of it until retirement? Or do you want to be sitting cushy when you retire? Because government funds are drying up and we're all worried about our retirement, how we're going to fund our retirement. And if you have to be self-funded for your retirement, that's a scary thought. Residual income and building a team in this industry is where it's at, but you've got to put the hard yards in the beginning, particularly online. Everyone's coming online. People that have never been online before are coming in and doing reels and TikToks and getting a whole new influence from nowhere. So it's possible for any one of you to step up your game, but you've got to do the work. You've got to make sure that branding is in check and stay laser focused on who it is you serve, what it is you want people to know about you. So just, I'll leave you with that thought. What do people know about you now? And to really build your business, your side business, what do you need people to know about you? Bridge that gap with your branding, your content, knowing how to build an audience, knowing how to, build up the followers on a page and people in a group and all that kind of stuff, all the stuff that we talk about in the branding course. Okay. So let's see. Hey, Maddie Miller, how are you? I'm grateful for my job for many reasons. I love many aspects of it, like helping me pay for the online training that will help me retire earlier. Exactly right. Couldn't agree with you more. Paid jobs, traditional employment gives you the funds to go and invest what you need to learn, but you've got to put what you learn into practice to actually make it pay off. So that's not directed specifically at you, Ed. It's, when you invest in training and mentorship, you've got to do something with it, because that's what I see a lot as well, as people investing in training and mentorship, and they go, oh, that's a good idea, and they never go and execute it. So Cherie is a self-confessed work in progress. I think I can do better, from Crystal. Always a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. I'm really working on getting this down, especially the blending portion. Great thing to focus on a bit. I am already working my tail off. Awesome. Residual income is the name of the game, working my tail end off. Amazing. And Ed, I'm definitely a work in progress, but pulled in so many different directions like others, with wanting energy to do what it takes after my 9 to 5. So your sanity, Ed, is planning. You have to plan, because life will end up ruling you, and this side gig will get left behind, and you won't end up building the residual income that you want, because everybody's got what they want from you, from your job and everybody else, that you've got nothing left for this business. So being really intentional and putting, have time blocks just for your business and protect your time with that. I was talking to a student about this. Sorry, I'm digressing just for a second. I was talking to a student about this yesterday that really, really wants to leave their job, but they have no time because their job is so demanding. They have no time for the business. And it's like, well, how are you ever going to leave the job if you don't commit to certain time blocks of time for your business? Unless you plan for what you want, life will plan it for you. So the planning, getting organized, is absolutely crucial. Finishing off with Hero. That makes me really want to stick to what I've been doing for building my business now. Awesome. Hero. Be really strategic with the blocks of time that you have, so it doesn't end up getting left behind. Because unfortunately, we're all okay with letting ourselves down. We'll let everybody get the best of us, and we'll be great for our job and our family and our kids and everyone else around us. And whatever our priorities are, including our business, just gets left on the back burner, and we're too tired to deal with it. Don't let that happen, guys. That's why a lot of people are not successful in this industry, is because they don't prioritize it. Just put a little bit of time every single day to networking with people and building relationships. That's what this business is all about. If you're not talking to anybody, your business will never grow. The more people you're talking to, small bits every day, the more chance you've got to build your business. So we went in all sorts of different directions there, but yeah, if you would like help with your branding messages, really tightening that up, click on the link above to have a look at the branding course starting next week. Okay, so I won't be live tomorrow because it's my son's birthday and we're going to the football and all sorts. So I will see you guys next week. Have an amazing weekend. Make sure you make time for yourself and your family, as well as building your businesses, and I'll catch you next week. Bye, guys.